The following content is explicit. Listener discretion is advised.
And welcome back to the Red Rum Podcasters. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Natasha.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I got the giggles.
So anyway.
Okay, game face. I can't do it.
How's it going?
It's going. Been a
Giggles?
little busy.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to set up a coffee date with someone that might be interested in going on a ghost hunt with me.
Nice.
But me being me, until I meet this person and make sure that we jive, I was like, I'd rather take my chances with the ghost by myself.
Yeah.
Than to be with a stranger in the dark. Because I'm weird. Maybe blame
Ghosts can't. Well, I mean, they can. But
blame the true crime in me.
I was going to say, ghosts can't hurt you. They kind of can, but like, people can kill you.
They normally don't. But I would prefer not to be turned into one while I'm there.
Yeah, I get that.
So it was just really funny because we were trying to figure out a time in which it's a friend. Okay, it's a friend of a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And so
It's a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
It's your uncle, brother, cousin.
Yeah, it sounds sketchy, doesn't it? I know a guy. But anyway, so my friend was trying to figure out a time that we could all three go. So there's like that buffer that like knows both of us, and so it's not like real weird. What do you work? And I'm like, well, work's not the problem. And she's like, what? I'm like, okay. I'm like, here's the thing. Here's my schedule for work. I'm like, but we have football Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We have football games Saturday. We have this on this. Like, and I started naming off all of the crap that I have going on.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, wow, that's a lot. I'm like, I know.
And that's only one kid.
Yeah, I was like, and I do it all alone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't have much time. We were trying to figure that. We still haven't figured it out yet, but it was just funny to like try to put in perspective how chaotic my schedule is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been feeling it, right? I've been feeling it. To put it all down in writing, I was like, "Ooh, okay. There's a reason I feel burnout, and here's why. Like I got this." And then with the pets having issues, yes, and difficulties and that kind of thing, it's just adding extra work in. And I've been a little lax. I mean, we're still getting everything posted on time for the pod, and
yeah,
thankfully I have backup notes for probably 10 episodes. When things were not as chaotic. So now if I don't have time to get to it, I at least still have things to cover and that kind of thing. So we've been lucky. If you guys do pay close attention to our social media and you notice that there's not as many posts, I apologize.
Yeah.
I know that I typically put a lot out there. I try to make sure that we stay active throughout the week, as well as when the episodes come out. But if you do notice or will notice now that I said something that there's not as many things out there, I just want to apologize. I'll try to get at least the bare nuts out there to get that kind of thing, get some exposure out, give you guys the pictures and all of that. So while you're listening, you can see what exactly it is that we're talking about. But that's why things have been a little quieter.
Yeah, you have the sports busy. I have the two small children busy.
Yeah.
With the little one just turning 1 and
and the other one's getting ready to turn 3, right?
Yeah. So A is my youngest, and she's really starting to pull up on stuff. So walking is in her near future. So I'm going to have 2 little tyrants.
Oh yeah.
And then M, like you said, she's turning 3 here in a few days, and she's a tyrant all in herself. We call her the tiny tornado or the tiny terrorist.
She's very active.
Yes.
With a very short attention span.
This kid could spend hours running back and forth.
Oh yeah.
In the same room, just to the sliding glass door and then back at you and then to the sliding glass door and back at you. We have just a very chaotic home life at the moment with a 1 and a 3-year-old.
Well, yeah, and I can only imagine because I mean when H-Man was smaller and that kind of thing. On one hand, it's like, okay, yeah, like they're little and blah, blah, but at the same time, they're little. Like you cannot, like now, like my son is old enough, like he'll go in his room, he'll do his own thing, he'll be playing video games or whatnot. If I need to go to the grocery store, get gas or something, I'm confident enough, or like a doctor's appointment, like I'm comfortable with saying, hey, just so you know, I'm going to this appointment. I'll be back in like an hour. And cool. But like with you, I mean, you can't take your eyes off these kids.
No.
You got something in their mouth. You got something in the toilet. You got stuff everywhere.
Especially because Em really, like, one of her favorite snacks is popcorn.
Ooh.
Which I'm totally confident that Em can eat popcorn. Like, she loves it. It is the fact that she likes to...
Shovel?
No.
Oh.
Drop it on the floor, throw it.
Oh, no, and then A can get...
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to be very vigilant about keeping... Obviously, my house needs to be clean because I have small children, but I mean, like, when she starts doing that kind of stuff, we're really working on what is A eating? Does she have her own snack that she's munching on, which is fine. She's obsessed with veggie straws at the moment.
Hey, they're
Cutest
good.
thing ever, because
They're good.
she sticks them in her mouth, and then, like, she'll look at you, and she'll kind of make a chewing-ish motion, but it looks like she's got, like, a cigarette hanging out of her mouth, and it's kind of funny. Like, she's a little mob boss in her walker.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, though.
Now also, like, for one, I honestly, a lot of times, I don't know how I would do this more than one.
Anywho.
I totally forgot what all we've covered.
I think we're ready to get into it.
We are?
Yeah, because we'll do all the housekeeping at the end.
Okay, let's do it. What you got?
So, this one's a little crazy. I think you're going to like it.
All right. I like crazy.
But we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it.
Okay, let's do it. Diving in.
Kelly Cochran and her husband, Jason, were both born and raised in Maryville, Indiana. They grew up next door to each other and became high school sweethearts.
Oh my gosh, it's already starting off like a story.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's a movie. We got a movie.
After they graduated, they got married. And they had some pretty interesting wedding vows.
Oh, yeah. Let me see this.
On their wedding night, they vowed that if either one of them were caught cheating, the cheater would then
Kill
murder
the other one.
the side piece.
Oh! Oh!
And after that, life went on as normal, and they lived happily ever after. The end. Just kidding. So, Jason's back gave out while servicing swimming pools, which was the job that he was doing at the time.
I already see where this is going.
And they moved to Caspian, Michigan. While Kelly was looking for a job, Jason was looking for legal marijuana.
Well, this escalated quickly.
Yeah.
All right.
He was trying to look for legal marijuana to take care of his back pain.
Like, immediately, as soon as you were like, he messed up his back, I'm like, well, she ain't getting laid. That's gotta suck. I already know where this is going.
It actually doesn't say anything about, like, that their sex life had declined or anything, but I don't know.
I know from personal experience, if you mess up your back, you ain't doing that shit. If you do, it ain't very good, probably.
Yeah. Kelly found a job at a factory manufacturing ship parts.
Okay.
This is where she met Chris. I'm going to say Regan. It's either Regan or Reagan. It's Regan.
Oh, I don't know.
So
we'll go Regan. Regan like a vegan.
This is going to hit home for you.
Oh, okay.
They had a 20-year age difference, but that didn't stop them.
I still got them beat by 3 years. But I can relate.
They soon became lovers, meeting behind their significant others' backs for months. That is until Jason found out.
Well, how did he find out?
I don't exactly. It doesn't say.
Well, I didn't know if he came home, or I didn't know if there was like some story behind it. Okay.
Referring to the vow that they made on their wedding night, the couple started planning. On October 14th, 2014, Kelly invited Chris over to her house, telling him that Jason was out. When Chris got to the house, he and Kelly started having sex.
Okay, maybe his back ain't hurt that bad.
No, Chris is the side piece.
Oh, shit, yeah. Okay, hold on. Time out. Okay, so let me get this straight. All right, so they made the vows, acts a side piece. Then she gets a side piece. Then Jason finds out about the side piece. And then you said the couple started planning. So she was planning on murdering her own side piece?
Yes, as per the wedding vows. So her and Jason started planning.
Okay, something about that just seemed wrong, but okay. All right, I just want to make sure I was right.
So October 14th, 2014, Kelly invited Chris, the side piece, over to her house, telling him that Jason, the husband, was out. When Chris got to the house, he and Kelly started having sex.
Okay.
In the middle of fucking, Jason emerged and shot Chris in the head.
So he got fucked.
Boom, boom, bitch. I mean, what a way to go. Deep inside her, man.
Wait. He shot him where?
In the head. While he was having sex with his wife. Well, yeah. The husband shot the side piece while the side piece was having sex with the wife.
I wish they could see my face right now. I'm just trying to figure out what position were they in?
I mean,
he would have shot him in the head without the guy seeing him with a gun. You know what I mean?
I mean, here's my thought. Okay.
I mean, unless he's got really good aim and he can shoot from a ways away.
So he merged. So close your eyes.
I'm thinking like closet.
Yeah, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. There's 4 walls.
Okay.
There's a master bed on one wall.
Okay.
And there's a closet on the other.
Opposing walls or just different walls?
Opposing walls.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it really wouldn't make a difference on where the closet is. Okay, so you're we'll say missionary.
Okay, that's what I was picturing too. Okay.
Okay. Husband just comes out, boom! Chris doesn't have any time to react to the fact that the husband's there.
It doesn't say where in the head. It doesn't say like the back of
No,
the head.
yeah.
Because what I'm thinking, what I was picturing was him getting shot in the back of the head. But I'm like, if they open the closet doors to like pop out, you know, that sound would get your attention and he would turn, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking he just didn't have any real time to react and he's like focused on fucking.
Unless she was being really loud.
Harder.
Oh my god!
Oh, Chris. What if she came as he got shot in the head and then she called out her husband's name? Just be like, oh, Jason.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Like, oh, he killed him.
Well,
But,
I would have imagined that he would have came out of the closet.
That's like, that was where my mind was going to.
Okay, like soon after things started. I mean, I wouldn't want to sit there and watch my spouse fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't say how long he let them fuck. It said,
oh my god!
It legit says mid-coitus in the.
No. Okay. All right. You're missionary, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got this dude on you.
Are you thinking like shot in the head, splatter,
all
and the
over
dude?
You, yes.
Okay, no. Here's where my mind went. Are you ready? Okay. You're in missionary. Shot in the head. Dude falls on top of you.
I don't think that's as bad as getting his brain splattered all over your face.
Brain splattered all over your face, and then he falls on top of you like face to face.
Let's hope he's not a big guy.
So anyways.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Kelly and Jason used power tools to dismember Chris's body, and they scattered the body parts around a local forest, and then parked his car on the outskirts of town far from their home.
Okay.
They did, however, overlook something kind of major.
Oh no.
In the car, there was a handwritten note with detailed directions
oh my god,
to the Cochran house.
No way. Rookie mistake.
Oh, but here, it gets even better.
Okay.
Because of this, the police questioned them about the disappearance. Right?
Yeah.
Kelly admitted to having an affair with Chris, but denied any knowledge of his death, and Jason just got aggravated when they mentioned the affair, but they didn't find anything in the house to tie them to the murder. So just like last week, these peoples must be some fucking master cleaners.
Yeah.
Insane that they didn't find anything in the house.
Although, you're on the bed, you're getting it, kapowie, dude's probably getting shot from the back, right? So it's all going forward, which is disgusting. It's all over you, but at least you just take a shower and it's gone. And then it's just like you throw the comforter in the washing machine and then there's really no blood.
Or you burn it.
I think it would have been more suspicious to have you not have a comforter.
I mean, you burn it and buy a new one.
Ow. Sorry.
But I mean, like, you gotta think,
I'm probably
like,
not prepared to commit a murder yet.
It's probably on the walls and stuff, though, too. So you gotta, like, clean, because they, like, searched the house.
I mean, I guess it all depends on what position they were in.
That's true.
Now, if they're, like, you know, missionary, and it's not like the dude standing at the end of the bed, he's, like, actually, like, in the bed, and he's, you know, down, you know, on his arms, you know, getting busyness on, and the guy, if he ran out, shot downward,
yeah,
it wouldn't be on the walls or anything. It would it'd just be all over her in the comforter.
Sorry, I'm thinking like missionary, but he's just up on his knees.
That's a good spot. Okay, we gotta... I need to get off this position thing. I'm gonna start getting excited.
So anyways, to escape potential backlash from the community, the Cochrans moved from Michigan to Hobart, Indiana. And once things begin to cool down, the police receive a call that Jason is in critical condition.
What?
When EMTs arrived at the house, they find Jason dead of a heroin overdose.
But they already dismembered him.
Jason is the husband.
Oh, shit. Okay. Jesus, I gotta keep these guys straight. Okay, Jason, critical condition. Okay, got it.
The true cause of death was only revealed in the autopsy. He died asphyxiation. Kelly had injected him with a lethal dose of heroin and then smothered him with a pillow to make sure he died. Kelly then went on the run and was located by tracking her cell phone. She was then apprehended by U.S. Marshals on April 29th in Wingo, Kentucky. Once in police custody, she really spilled the beans.
Had she not done the overkill, they would have never guessed.
Mm-hmm. She fucked up.
Also, how did she inject it? Did you have to get it like in the vein? I highly doubt he just sat there and let her shoot him up.
I'm thinking he might have been asleep.
Still, I figure if I got poked by a big old needle, I'd probably know about it.
But by that time, the heroin's already in your arm. And it's too late.
I mean, there's a lot of nurses I know that can't hit the damn vein.
You never know what he's done in his past either.
Yeah, I guess if you got a scar, you know where to hit. That's horrible.
Well, my husband has track marks from donating plasma so often.
Well, I get my blood drawn all the time, so I got marks, yeah.
So she told police where they could find Chris Regan's body parts and the murder weapon. She also claimed that she never wanted Chris to die and debated killing Jason instead of Chris.
Okay.
And that she ended up killing Jason as revenge. She said, quote, "I still hate him, and yes, it was revenge. I evened the score." End quote.
Why take part in Chris's death? The vows just said the other one would die. It didn't say they had to do it together.
I'm thinking it was, you get him here, or I get you. I think it was an ultimatum.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So anyways, some people claim that they believe Kelly gave them burgers at a cookout that tasted funny, and they now think that they may have ate human meat.
God. Chris's?
I don't know. Because
Chris burger with cheese?
Because in other interviews, Kelly claims to have committed other murders.
They dismembered him. They didn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what would ultimately
so it doesn't necessarily
decide
say that it would be Chris's meat, but because she says in other interviews that she may have murdered
Maybe it
more
was
people.
just bad burger.
It could have been bad burger. Now that they know what she does, they're like, oh, I ate a person. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's probably bullshit.
Which, I mean, all of this is kind of hard to say is true about her murdering more than who she did, or that the burgers could potentially be human meat. Because, I mean, she was a compulsive liar.
Yeah.
Her brother even thinks that she has committed up to 9 murders.
Shit.
She received life for Chris's murder and 65 years for Jason's.
So, if they're assuming it was Chris, there's one way to know. She dismembered this fucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, put the puzzle back together. Is anything missing?
But you also got to think it's
Ooh,
been
the
so.
guts.
It's also been so long, and they distributed him in a forest that they may not be able to find all the parts.
True. And when I guess if I'm thinking dismember and dispose, I'm thinking like arms, legs, head.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
It could literally be fingers, toes.
If you cut that torso, any of that could have been ground up to be meat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they didn't cut the torso, that's fucked.
Yeah, they can't say that the burgers were human, but like I said, now knowing what she has done, they think it was.
Yeah.
Or the people that ate them think it was. The cops have never said that they think that she served people human.
And you said that she She said in an interview that she killed more than those two.
Yes.
Okay. But no one knows where they went.
But she's also a compulsive liar.
But why confess to more?
I don't know. Because she's crazy.
I don't know. That's fucked up.
But then, like, to even have your brother come out and be like, yeah, I think she's murdered 9.
That's jacked.
And also, how does her brother know that she's murdered 9? Where does he get his total from?
Well, maybe she was married to and or dating guys that mysteriously disappeared.
Maybe. Could be. But yeah, so that's that.
Yeah, that's fucked. Let's go ahead and
get on to the intervention.
Yes.
Welcome to this week's Inner Bitchin'. Today's topic is Halloween songs. Number 1,
Thriller.
Number 2,
Ghostbusters.
Number 3,
Monsters Mash.
Number 4,
Don't Fear the Reaper.
and Number 5, Highway to Hell.
And welcome back from the intervention. So, Natasha, what do you got for us?
So
You said I'm gonna like this one.
I think you're gonna like it. I like it. I like the ties that it has to things that I was already familiar with.
Okay.
It's really weird.
We love weird.
Like very, very weird.
we love weird here.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. It's gonna be a short one. It's interesting, but it is a little short. Okay.
You still got them. He still got them giggles.
It's the Mongolian death worm. I know. In the desolate landscape of the Gobi Desert hides a cryptid that will remind you of one of my favorite movies. And I don't know if you figured it out yet, but we're
Beetlejuice.
Nope. I do like that movie though.
You know what I'm going for there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is. Oh, it's even more accurate.
Okay.
When I get into it. So deep beneath the western and southern sands of the desert, the Mongolian death worm likes to hunt. One description of the worm from Wikipedia
we love a good Wikipedia.
goes as follows. It is shaped like a sausage, about 2 feet long, has no head, no legs, and it is poisonous, like to the mere touch. And we're talking like instant death. Another name for it, oh my god, why did I even put this in here? Because there ain't no way in hell. Olgoy Korkoy?
Olgor
K-A...
Oshkosh bagosh.
No, get this. K-H-O-R-K-H-O-I. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Korgoy.
So that, which means intestine worm because of its blood-like color.
Eee.
It supposedly has spikes at both ends.
Like a single spike or like multi-spikies?
It just says has spikes at both ends.
Okay.
So I guess picture it as you will. I pictured it with one spike, but it could be, what's that, Stegosaurus?
Yeah.
I don't know, it could be both. Some say that it can actually reach between 2 to 7 feet, which I think is what 2 meters? Something like that.
Yeah.
As this giant worm makes its way through the mounds of sand, you can see the trail from above. Does that sound familiar? It's snaking its way through underground, and you can see the mound of sand as it's traveling.
Like a mole?
We're not there yet. I mean, I'm trying to get you to the right place, and we're not there yet. Okay, so we'll get a little bit more. It has a striking similarity to the villains of the Tremors franchise. Or the classic Dune movie. Alright, so this movie was like 1984, I think, or 1986. It's called Dune. I actually just watched it a few weeks ago. Not bad for an old movie. But there are very similar things. Have you ever seen the movie Tremors? Oh my god. You've never seen Tremors with Kevin Bacon?
No.
I think I should disown you. Okay. If anything,
You gotta remember, I'm like baby.
We're not that far apart. This movie's like an old movie, and I've seen it. Like, I've probably seen it like 30 times.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen it.
Watch Tremors.
Okay.
The first one.
I'll tell Ben we've got movie homework.
Yeah, first one is the best. Always. Always first one is the best.
Of course. Everybody knows. Sequels are usually not as good.
It's got Reba McEntire in it.
Okay, no, then I've definitely not seen it. I need to see this. I love a good Reba.
She's like a gun-toting. You've got to see it.
I love Reba.
It is one of my favorites, but the whole concept is there's like a small, or like a I don't know if I'd call it a town, but there's like a cluster of like homes and a store in the desert area. Well, out of nowhere come these huge things that come from underground. They're like worms, and they hunt via vibrations, and they'll hunt you down, and they come up out of the ground. And
I still think my Beetlejuice reference was pretty good though.
So it was, but if you see,
you said sand and worm, and I was like, yeah. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, but when you see the thing in Tremors,
you'll be like, yes.
You'll be like, that's exactly what she was talking about. Yeah.
All right.
They're just bigger
I'll watch it.
They're bigger than 2 feet. And Kevin Bacon in those jeans. Anyway.
I love Kevin Bacon.
Me too. So you're going to like it. It's a good time. For those of you also out there, you should watch it. The difference between this monster and those depicted on the big screen is that the true cryptid can kill you from a distance.
I thought you had to touch it.
It is said to be able to spew out corrosive yellow venom or electrocute you, similarly to like an electric eel that can shoot the
superhero villain worm.
Yeah.
Super villain worm.
Exactly. So
There's
can't touch
a movie
it.
about someone with like acid spit, and I'm trying to think of what it is. I think it's
Jurassic Park.
No, I'll tell you the movie that I'm thinking of, and I don't know if you'll know the movie.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Sky High?
No.
Okay. My homework is Tremors. Your homework is Sky High.
Okay.
It's an old, I'm pretty sure it's Disney. But it was one of those where you could almost only catch it on TV. You can like buy it. And I don't know if it's streamed anywhere, but you need to watch it.
Okay. I'll see if I can find it. Sky High. Okay.
Sky High.
Okay, everybody out there, Sky High. That's homework too. Okay.
I know there's some people that listen here from work. If you've ever seen Sky High, come talk to me about it.
Yeah. They say that when attacking, the worm will pull half of its body out of the sand, inflate itself until it explodes.
It's a worm boner.
Oh my god, yes it is. Although in my head, I'm not thinking explodes like... I'm thinking like kapoof explodes. Like the whole fucking half of it goes.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Oh
my god, it could so be oh my god, it could be uncircumcised. Oh my god.
Okay, no, I wasn't thinking about that.
No, but I was.
So I'm thinking like expands and not necessarily explodes, but if you think of dogs, whenever they latch together, that's actually their balls going up and holding them in. So anyways, you're exploding dickworm.
Yeah, exploding dickworm.
That's what I'm going to refer to it as from now on. Exploding dickworm.
This oversized, squirmy wormy supposedly comes to the surface like very rarely. That matched with its isolated location of the worm, it could explain why there's really no evidence of it.
Please tell me that your notes actually say squirmy wormy.
They do. Squirmy wormy. I literally am reading verbatim.
Squirmy wormy.
I'm good about that. A search was executed by Richard Freeman of the Center of Fortean Zoology in 2005.
Like, how do you search for these things?
Well, nothing came of the search.
I was going to say, like, so I can see where, like, they're more lore than anything, just because, obviously, if they're not surfacing as often.
Yeah.
But then to have someone be like, I'm a search for them. Okay, for one, death wish. You touch it, you're dead. It shoots you with acid, you're dead. It explodes, you're dead. Like, it electrocutes you, you're dead. So, for one, dangerous, death wish. But for two, like, you don't even know how to find these things. You just know, supposedly, where they're at.
Exactly. And it didn't say anything about how to lure them out and everything, but
also,
again,
what are you going to do with a freaking 7-foot dickworm?
When you watch Tremors, it'll give you a very good idea as to how this guy probably could have went to find them. As far as, I don't think he was planning on doing anything with it as much as he was planning on finding evidence of it. I mean, if you could just get even a picture.
Yeah.
Or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
His conclusion was actually that the Mongolian deathworm were sightings it was simply a viewing of an unknown species of worm lizard, which are actually a thing that people see out there.
Snake. Like, sorry,
you're gonna like
like worm lizards, snake. I mean, like,
yeah.
Like if you were to like try
snake with legs,
but they're a worm lizard.
Then why would it be a lizard? It'd have to have legs to be a lizard.
Worm, lizard, snake.
Maybe. Yeah.
If I said worm lizard,
I picture legs. But
to me,
I wish you saw damn Tremors. You know what? I'm Googling a worm from Tremors just so that you can see what the hell I'm talking about.
Not knowing what the worm from Tremors here, I'll just do it. So not knowing what the worm from Tremors looks like, right?
Yeah.
If you say worm, lizard, I'm thinking snake. Nope, rope, whatever you want to call them.
Nope, rope. So here's its mouth.
Yeah, I got them up too.
And here's like a figurine of its like body.
I typed in, Tremors worm, and the worm from Beetlejuice came up.
Yeah, mine's on there too. So you're gonna like this next guy. So he's Ivan Mackerel.
Okay, I can see really quick. I can see like where you're getting Tremors worm for spikies, but still, if you called this a worm lizard, looks like a snake. It does not have legs.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a worm. What he's saying is that he thinks it's a type of worm lizard that somebody, just they made it something else.
There again, I still think worm lizard equals snake.
I can see that.
Nope, rope.
Ivan Mackerel, who is a famous Loch Ness detective, also underwent an investigation into the worm. And he interviewed many of the locals and decided that there were too many documented sightings for the worm to simply be a legend. And it is agreed by many that the atmosphere is much too dry to sustain an actual worm, so it must be some other type of creature that just looks like a worm. And here, I put a snake or legless lizard has been suggested.
Legless lizard, snake.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like, if it's a legless lizard, if it's a,
Oh, what is just a poor little, like, amputee lizard? I don't even want to know what you're looking at with that face. The fuck are you looking at over
It's
there?
real. Okay, maybe not this worm lizard, but looks a lot like the worms from Tremors. Like, you need to see this GIF. It's in the ocean.
Well, this is in the desert. Holy shit!
I know, right? Sorry for the squeaky futon, but I am very excited.
Yeah, sorry for the sex futon.
Yeah, that's so freaking cool.
That is cool. So it's this creature that appears to be, so when it's closed, it appears to be some sort of a plant or underwater. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like, honestly, this GIF, right? It honestly kind of looks like a hermit crab until it explodes.
Yeah. So what it does is, which is how it hunts. I mean, there's a couple fish like that too.
Yeah.
So it burrows itself ass in down into the sand at the bottom of the ocean and sets up to be similarly to a plant. And then when something nearby gets close enough, it then whips open its mouth with these like two spiky thingies, kind of like a clamp, whips it open and snaps whatever's swimming by and gets its food. But it is pretty cool because it stays hidden. But yeah, so that is what I have for the Mongolian deathworm.
I'm gonna send this to you.
Yeah, I'll try to get that posted on some of the social media.
Because this thing's freaking cool. I'm hoping that it saves as a GIF.
It should. I'll try to save it and get it posted for everybody so they can see it. But let's go ahead and get this housekeeping out of the way. Just a reminder, we are starting the drawing for the goodie bag. So it's got some of our merch involved, stickers, magnet, pin, coffee cup. It's all some cool stuff. I liked it. I was not going to lie. I was a little upset that I was giving it away.
I'm thinking about buying a plague bird for it.
Ooh, that'd be good. Yeah, we try to find stuff. So we got the pod merch and that kind of thing, and that would help. That covers kind of like the spooky thing. And then I've got the serial
True crime
killer
activity
activity book. So that covers the true crime portion. So it's a little bit of everything for everybody.
It sent us a gift. I'm so excited.
Oh, sweet. But what you can do to get entered for that is email us at theredrumpodcasters@gmail.com or go to the website. When you submit a comment and that kind of thing, it also goes to the Gmail, so that works also. And that is theredrumpodcasters.com. And put on there, please, like in the subject line or anything, just put drawing. In the text, you can put your name. If you're not comfortable giving out all of your information initially, that's fine. If we do draw your name, we'll reach out to you, make sure that we have your address so we know where to send the stuff.
If you work for us, we may deliver.
Yeah. So
work for us. Work with us.
Yeah, if you work for us.
Bitch.
Yeah, I was going to say bitches. But there's that. It's officially spooky season. It's my birthday month, but it's also spooky season. So keep your eyes peeled, things like that. I know, I'll be at CryptidCon. I'll be at Ashmore Estates.
Send me to CrimeCon.
Yeah, in November. If you would like to donate, if we get enough that we could go to CrimeCon, that would be amazing.
CrimeCon is like my dream vacation.
Yeah. I mean, aside from the fact that it's in Orlando, it would be perfect.
I will say this. I actually listened to a series on a podcast where someone was like handing out like manila envelopes at CrimeCon trying to get someone to investigate her dad's case, and someone did it.
That's awesome. I just want to, I want to go, one, it's good to network, wear our merch, kind of get our name out there, make connections. But I would love to see all of the new equipment or methods in which people use to investigate crimes nowadays. Like that's what I like to see.
I want to see my favorite podcasters.
Oh, say mine is like, I'm real big in I want to see the technology and all of that. See
that too.
How it's progressed and all that kind of stuff.
But I know a lot of my main podcasts that I listen to are true crime, and a lot of them do go to CrimeCon.
That's true. Again, if you want to donate or see if we can, get enough going on there, if you go to the website, there is a button for PayPal, and you can put that in the notes for what it's for. And if anything, maybe, if we don't get enough, if people donate, but we don't reach enough to go this year, as long as you put in there what it is for, we can,
save it for
back
maybe next year or like a different, because I know they have like a couple of different crime cons, I think.
Yeah.
So
we can do that. So feel free to go on there and do that. Also, while you're snooping around your phone, need something to do, have a second. It only takes a minute. Please, please, please go on, rate and review. I mean, anywhere you listen, anything like that would be perfect. I mean, it helps us out a lot. Doesn't cost you anything except for maybe a minute of your day.
Yeah, especially one of those things. We do get, a lot of people are like, well, I'd like to support you, but I can't do Patreon. Okay, well, review us.
Yeah. Review us, spread the word, that kind of thing. I mean, it all helps. There's something where, you want to have additional content and you don't mind. I mean, our Patreon tiers are, they're like nothing. It's $1 a month or $5 for the whole month. And the $5 one gets you the additional
bonus episodes.
Yeah, the bonus episodes and all of that. But
the fun ones.
Either one that you sign up for will get you a shout out. It'll give you availability on the Patreon website to access our episodes, usually about a day early. So that's on there too. And it is patreon.com/theredrumpodcasters. You can find us there. There's also a link on the website that takes you there. Also, our social media links are on there with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, YouTube. You name it, we probably got it. We're a little bit everywhere. We also do have our episodes now on YouTube. So if you know someone who's maybe like, oh, I'd listen, but
I don't do podcast apps.
I don't do podcast stuff.
Or I want to listen to it on my TV.
Yeah. Well, now we have YouTube. So I got them all uploaded and everything should be on there. So now there's no excuse.
Woohoo!
Woo! As far as that goes, please, again, especially with it being spooky season, send in your stories. I mean, anything, everything. It doesn't matter if it's a ghost story, a UFO sighting, maybe it's a true crime story, that kind of thing. Like I know that I personally, like, you name it, I've got it. Like I've got so many. I have true crime. I've got paranormal. I've really the only thing I don't think I have a story on is UFOs.
See, I really like the thought of maybe doing, I mean, I know we would share some of them on like the regular feed, but maybe our October Patreon episode could be full of listener stories and our own stories.
Well, if we have enough,
we can do both.
We can. What I was looking forward to doing is have like the traditional like New England style Christmas Eve scary story.
Oh yes,
thing.
Yeah, I have a podcast that does that too.
Yeah, so I'd really like to do that. I thought about maybe doing some other stuff for Halloween, but we will also be dressing up for Halloween and posting those pictures so that everybody can see. Maybe doing a little TikTok video. Not sure.
Heck yeah, we'll do a TikTok dance for you guys.
Yeah. So I don't know. Whoa.
I'll learn.
Whoa.
Okay. We have talked about doing karaoke. If I have to do karaoke at some point in time, then you have to do a TikTok dance.
Well, the only dancing I know how to do is for the strip club. It's not appropriate.
This is like a move by move. Get a set to a sound.
Is
trendy.
It like the funky chicken?
No.
Oh, Macarena.
I'm gonna learn you.
Oh God.
This is gonna be so much fun, guys.
Sorry ahead of time. So make sure I get a costume I can move in. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, because that X's out one of my ideas. Is there gonna be a lot of bouncing?
No.
Okay. So I can still maybe wear those. Okay. Just throw that out there. As it gets closer to Halloween time, please, if you guys are going to a Halloween party, you're trick-or-treating, well, by yourselves, you're trick-or-treating with your kids, whatever the case may be, you're dressing up for work. We have costume contests at some of the places around here at work. I'm not sure if we do it. Do we?
Yep.
Oh. All right. Well, we'll maybe look into that. But yeah, if you guys are out and about or dressing up for any occasion, please either send us the photo, tag us on your social media so that we can see it, because we want to see what you guys are for Halloween. We think it's awesome. It's a good time. Oh my gosh, maybe we could do like a shout out for like spookiest costume or something like that. One thing I thought about doing was potentially doing if you win the drawing, you might also be able to join us on the podcast for a minute.
Yeah.
Thought about doing that. Not sure on that. For sure you're getting some shit.
Getting some fun shit.
We're still playing with the ideas and the other stuff. But
I don't know. If you're someone creepy, I don't want you in here.
Oh, it would be a Zoom call.
Oh, yeah.
And it would be a don't fucking come here. Like, you're not going to figure out where I live. I don't want you in my house. I don't want you near my house. But we will gladly do a Zoom call. You can come in, and as long as you're appropriate and...
Appropriate? Like, what do you... Like, for one, like, what wouldn't we say?
Okay, so if you're going to come on here and, like, contribute and be a part of the podcast, that's one thing. But don't be weird.
Don't be weird.
Okay, you can be weird. We're all weird. I mean, I'm weird. She's weird. But, like...
Well, thank you.
if you spend the whole 20 minutes like, hey, baby, like, I don't want you on here.
Yeah, don't sexually harass us.
You're totally okay to be like, you could say we're hot. That's cool. You could say that. We're okay with that. But just don't be a creep. Is all I'm saying. Don't be a creep.
We'll see. You have to be on your best behavior.
Yeah.
But you can cuss a little.
Well, what we might do too is when we draw, if we do decide to let somebody have a piece on here, it might be something where maybe we get together, we pick a topic and say, hey, literally make them a part of the podcast.
Yeah.
And they can have their own portion. Give maybe 10, 15 minutes or something. And they can tell us a story. So that'd be cool. But I think that pretty much covers everything. Merch. If you would like merch, there's everything. There's hoodies, t-shirts, which are super soft. I mean, these things are awesome. I love my
And I will say this. So they are 100% cotton, right?
Uh-huh.
I washed mine and I was terrified about it shrinking. And so I didn't put it in the dryer, and I swear it got bigger.
Really?
Just from air drying. It fit better after the wash.
Yeah, like, so I washed and dried mine, and it's still fine.
Well, because you washed them before you gave them to me. Did you dry it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't dry it, and it didn't feel as clingy, which was, I don't like my shirts too clingy. So
true. But yeah, so there's shirts, there's coffee cups, there's travel cups, there's totes, there's stickers, magnets. I mean, you name it. I mean, you can get a baby onesie, which I almost bought for your daughter's birthday. But yeah, you can get just about anything on there. It's from TeePublic. There's a link on our website to also get you to that. Feel free to go in there, snoop around. If you have any suggestions or requests or anything, shoot us a message, hit us up on social media, whatever, and we'll make sure that we take care of that.
Sounds good.
All right, I think that's pretty much everything. So see you next week.
And stay strange.